10,000 years ago, a small wildcat walked out of the wilderness. It didn't follow a human home. It wasn't captured, it wasn't trained, it wasn't bred into submission. It just appeared at the edges of a human settlement one day and never left. Most people assume cats were domesticated the same way every other animal was. Gradually, deliberately, by humans who saw a use for them and forced the relationship into existence. That's not what happened. What actually happened is the strangest origin story in the history of the animal kingdom. A small predator that engineered its own survival by making itself indispensable to the most powerful species on the planet, and then spent 10,000 years quietly rewriting its own biology to make sure we could never let it go. It is 10,000 BCE. The Fertile Crescent, the region covering modern Turkey, Syria, Iraq, and Egypt, is witnessing something that has never happened before in human history. People are farming. For the first time, humans are staying in one place, cultivating grain and storing the surplus. This single development changed everything about human civilization. It also created an entirely new problem. Grain stores are essentially a buffet for rodents. Mice and rats flooded into early human settlements in numbers nobody had ever dealt with before. They didn't just eat the food, they contaminated it. They destroyed it. A serious infestation could wipe out an entire community's food supply before winter. The humans had no solution, but something living at the edge of the wilderness did. Felis silvestris libica, the Near Eastern wildcat, was a small, aggressive, solitary predator living in the same region. It was not friendly. It was not approachable. It looked similar to a modern tabby, but behaved nothing like one. And it was extraordinarily good at killing rodents. Wildcats living near early farming settlements discovered that human grain stores attracted rats, and rats were easier to hunt than anything in the open wilderness. Less dangerous, more concentrated, essentially guaranteed. The cats that were bold enough or hungry enough to hunt close to human camps had a significant survival advantage over every cat that stayed in the wild. Those cats survived longer, reproduced more. Their offspring inherited the same slightly reduced fear of humans. Generation by generation, the cats that tolerated human proximity thrived. The ones that didn't. Nobody tamed them. Nobody selectively bred them. The cats self-selected for the one trait that mattered most, the ability to exist near humans without fleeing. Scientists cracked open the DNA of cat populations across 3 continents. Wild ones, domestic ones, ancient ones. They expected to find multiple origin points scattered across different regions. They found one. Every single domestic cat alive today traces back to one specific wildcat population. One place, one time, the Fertile Crescent 10,000 years ago. The cats came to us, not the other way around. In 2004, archaeologist Jean-Denis Vigne discovered the oldest known evidence of a deliberate cat-human relationship on the island of Cyprus. A grave dating back 9,500 years containing a human skeleton buried alongside a cat. Not a wild cat killed for fur.